UN Secretary General Ban Ki-moon called the summit to raise political will and prompt action against climate change. After a day filled with new plans and commitments to lower dangerous climate-changing emissions, Mr. Ban told the gathering that every action counts.
Today was a great day, a historic day. I asked for bold announcements from governments, business, finance, and civil society in 5 key areas. The summit delivered.
Global greenhouse gas emissions continue to climb, with a 2.3% rise in 2013, according to a report in the journal Nature Geoscience. That puts the world on course to warm beyond 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial times. This is a limit scientists say could expose the planet to the most dangerous impacts of climate change: rising seas, melting glaciers, and more violent and severe storms and drought. As the world's second largest polluter behind China, the United States is on track to meet its international commitments to reduce emissions. President Obama said the U.S. is doing its part by adopting new policies in all economic sectors. He urged other nations to step forward.
We recognize our role in creating this problem. We embrace our responsibility to combat it. We will do our part, and we will help developing nations do theirs. But we can only succeed in combating climate change if we are joined in this effort by every nation, developed and developing alike. Nobody gets a pass.
Chinese Vice Premier Cheng Li acknowledged China's responsibility as the world's top emitter. In response to surging emissions over the last decade, he defended his country, saying China leads the world in renewable energy, is moving to put a cap on carbon, and is developing a national carbon trading market. He pledged China would do more.
We will announce post-2020 actions on climate change as soon as we can to markedly reduce carbon intensity, increase the share of non-fossil fuels, and raise the forest stock. We will also try to bring about the peaking of total CO2 emissions as early as possible.
The summit also moved to mobilize $200 billion in financial resources for cities, farms, forests, and industry by the end of 2015, including $9 billion in new pledges for the Green Climate Fund to help poor countries. Leaders also announced a renewable energy corridor through Africa, a pact among 2,000 cities to reduce carbon emissions, and a global alliance to support low-carbon transport. The summit raised hopes that a new global climate treaty will be adopted during a conference in Paris next year. Rosanne, Skirble, VOA News, New York.